Now back to our conversation on the Ondo State political situation. We're being joined by the Commissioner for Information, Bamidele Demola Olateju, joins us virtually. Madam, my question to you earlier was about yesterday's state executive meeting. For a lot of people, we're not privy to that meeting, the outcome of the meeting, the atmosphere, seeing that it was a deputy governor that chaired that meeting after a lot of back and forth. So speak to us, how did that meeting go?
Can I hear your question again? My internet went off a little bit.
It's okay. My question is about yesterday's state executive meeting, which was presided over by the Deputy Governor, Mr. Lucky Aiyedatiwa. Tell us about it. What was the atmosphere like? What were the resolutions that came out of it? Is this something that will be happening regularly now?
Well, I can barely hear you, but I suppose you were asking about the Executive Council meeting yesterday.
Yes.
At the Executive Council meeting yesterday, when we came in, as usual, we were all laughing until joking with each other, and we sang the national anthem as well as the state anthem, and we deliberated on some things happening in the state, especially the 35,000 wage award signed by Mr. Governor Arakunrin Oluwarotimi Odunayo Akeredolu, SANCON, and the 1 billion naira signed by the governor given to pensioners, because pensioners were owed from the Mimiko administration from 2011 to 2012. The governor signed that those gratuities should be paid. So those were the things we deliberated on until someone moved the motion that we should be able to talk about the Abuja peace deal, and we deliberated on that too. So at the end of the meeting, we embraced peace. We decided to come together for the good people of Ondo State. That was what happened at the ESCO meeting.
Right, it sounds like that meeting went quite well. So what then happens to all of the rumors about the deputy governor being asked to tender his resignation and all of that? Should the people discountenance that as mere rumors, or is that something that would happen?
Can you say that again? I'm so sorry. I don't know if it's my internet or something. I didn't hear that very well.
It's okay, these things happen. My question is about the rumors going around that the deputy governor was asked to resign and all of that. Should we discountenance that?
Well, at the Abuja meeting, first of all, before I even talk about the Abuja meeting, I just want to thank the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, for being a very good leader, for wading into the crisis in Ondo State. His intervention has cooled the temperature that was just going haywire in Ondo State. We thank him. At the Abuja meeting, key decisions were made by Mr. President, who is the leader of our party, the All Progressive Congress. Those key decisions were that the status quo in the state should be maintained. He decided that the Executive Council must not be dissolved under any condition, and the party hierarchy, the party structure should be maintained, that the leadership of the House of Assembly should be intact, and that he nominated 3 people, the secretary to the state government, the party chairman, and the Speaker of the House, to be the enforcers and to forestall further problems. He asked for the signed resignation letter of Honorable Lucky Aiyedatiwa, the Deputy Governor, undated, in case anything untoward happens. So that is what I know.
Right. So, well, it's interesting how we have come up to this point, seeing that there are still elections in the coming months. But speak to us about governorship, or governance rather, in the state. Well, the governor is not around now, so the deputy governor is acting in his stead. And you tell us that, well, a letter of resignation, which is undated, should be signed. Well, it looks like you're having difficulty
I'm
hearing
so sorry.
me.
No. The internet today just decided to be wacky. So I
It's
couldn't
okay.
hear most of the things. I'm just like, I don't want to answer questions out of the blues. Can you say
Oh,
it
it's
again?
okay. So my
Hopefully,
question is particularly about governance for the good people of Ondo State. So what should they expect in the coming days? First, for the Governor Rotimi Akeredolu, his state of health, his state of affairs, what should they expect? And generally speaking, what are your thoughts, particularly on the deputy governor? Do you think that he would want to hold on for longer, or he's in on this, this agreement with the president?
okay. I didn't hear it very well at this end, but let me just speak about governance and what to expect, because my assistant was telling me something they could hear from the anteroom. One, we should know that governance is not a circle, and criticism is not a profession. When people make these wide allegations, they must be able to situate things properly. What I know for a fact is that Ondo State, under the administration of Governor Rotimi Akeredolu, the focus is the people of Ondo State. We are focused on providing public goods to the people. That is what is going on right now. Governance in Ondo State is progressing. What is not going on is that the governor is not attending weddings. The governor is not attending funerals like before. That is what is happening now. The governor is engaged with governance in Ondo State. It's the ceremonial stuff that the governor is not engaged in. So going forward, the people of Ondo State will continue to enjoy the good services Governor Rotimi Akeredolu has been providing before now. On the issue of the deputy governor, he came back. The onus is on him. He said he is ready to work with the executive council to move the state forward. The onus is on him to prove that going forward. We have embraced peace. We went to the governor's photo stand. We took pictures. We embraced each other. We hope that will continue.
Well, I would like to thank you so much. But just before we go, has that letter, has it been signed? The undated letter?
I suppose since the president asked for it, it must have been submitted to the president. But I don't have the facts. I think Mr. President will be the one that will be able to answer that. I can hear you clearly now. I'm so glad.
I know. Well, thankfully, we were able to get the major issues out. But we'd like to thank you so much, madam, for your time. And we do hope that we can have this conversation again with you. We've been speaking with Bamidele Ademola Olateju, who's the Commissioner for Information in Ondo State. Thank you so much for your time.